Hey coaches, my name's Krista Kathleen. I am a life and business coach, and today is Free Coaching Thursday, and so we are going to talk about a topic that I actually coach around a lot. I was really surprised that this was one of the more requested coaching requests on my sessions with my one-on-one clients, and it's help getting over the fear of going live on Facebook. And I think that this is like a complex topic, and it goes a lot deeper than just like, oh, I don't want to like, it's weird like seeing my face or hearing my voice. Like, I think it really goes down to that it's kind of like a mirror, right? It's, even as I'm talking right now, I'm like looking at myself, and it's like, really like looking at yourself in a mirror and being faced with what you see. And if you don't like yourself, if you don't have confidence in yourself, then it's kind of just like a reminder of that. And I remember like 2 years ago when I was working with my first life coach, maybe it's 3 years ago now, 2 or 3 years ago. And she was encouraging me to go live because going live is really good for life coaches, right? It's a great way where we can provide value, and it's great for potential clients to, see and feel our energy. And the more that people can be exposed to our face and energy, it helps to increase that know, like, and trust factor. And that's what people base their decisions on when they decide if they want to hire a coach or not. And so she was, really encouraging me to go live, and I couldn't do it. I just like physically couldn't do it, and I didn't know why. It was so frustrating. And then I just realized it was like, I just was like really struggling with myself at the time. I didn't like who I was. I didn't believe in myself, and I had just gone through a divorce, and I had lost my nursing job, and I was, turn off my phone. I was just like all over the place. And so I realized that it was that I, kind of needed to work through those issues first before I could really like put myself out there. And so, I did work on that stuff with my life coach. But then I also was like, but this still isn't helping me get over the fear of going live. And so I, did some little things, and that's what I want to share with you all today. So I have 7 tips for you all of things that I did for myself, and it really helped me to get over my fear. And now, as you see, look at me, I'm going live now. I have no problem with it, but it is something that took a while before I could get comfortable with. So my first tip, and I'm going to write it down here in the comments section as well, is to just do the damn thing and do it over and over again. All right, so that's tip number 1. So I have done a lot of research on fear, and really the only way at the end of the day to get over fear is to just face the fear head on. It's the only way to do it. And the more that we sit back and we think about things, it's just going to consume us, and it's going to overwhelm us, and we're never going to get past it. So if you really want to get better at Facebook Live, you have to do it. You have to just suck it up, and you have to do it. And then not only do you have to do it, but you have to do it over and over and over again until it becomes less scary and you feel more confident. And that's with anything in life, right? Anything that you want to get better at, whether you want to be a good coach, you got to coach over and over and again until it doesn't feel scary and you start to feel good at it. So it's the same thing with this. So that's my first tip. Second tip is set small goals, or we're going to call them SMART goals. So I'm sure a lot of you know about SMART goals. Being, life coaches, we are a personal trainer for people's goals. So a SMART goal is something that is specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. And so we're going to do that same thing with your Facebook Live. So every week, set a goal for yourself, set a realistic goal for yourself of, I'm going to go live every week, 2 times a week for 10 minutes. That's an example of a SMART goal, right? When I first started out, I had a thing called your daily mental stretch with Krista. I would type it in the little text section here, and I was like, your daily mental stretch with Krista, and I would go live for about 10 minutes. I did it once or twice a week, and I would just share like a life tip or like a life hack, and I had no idea who was going to get on. I did on my personal page, and I just did it for fun, and I didn't care how it turned out, but I was like, I just know I need to practice, and so that's what I did. Okay, so the next one is, so create your own accountability. Okay. So that's, if you are currently working with a coach, this would be a great thing to ask your coach for support with and to help hold you accountability, or help to hold you accountable. So maybe every time after you go live, you text your coach and you're like, okay, I went live, I did it, right? Or if you're not working with a coach, you can have a friend who can help keep you accountable, or maybe you find another coach online that's struggling with this, and you guys hold each other accountable. But anytime that you're trying to create new habits in life, it's always good to have a built-in accountability system. Because a lot of times when we're pushing ourselves outside of our comfort zone, fear can take over, and we just want to slip right back into that comfort zone. And so we need that person that's going to be like, nope, this is what you said you were going to do, so we're going to do it. We're going to do the damn thing. Okay, next one is, your purpose has to be bigger than your fear. Okay, and I got this from, so Tara Moore has a new book out called Playing Big, and I heard this quote in a podcast by Melissa Griffin. She was interviewing Tara Moore, and she said, and I loved it, and it's true. Your purpose and your passion has to be bigger than your fear. Okay. So I know that you're probably like super worried about how you're going to sound and how you're going to look like, and you're worried about stumbling or making a mistake, but you have to remember at the end of the day, like, you have something really big to share with your audience, and you have valuable stuff to offer the world, and you're helping people to get from point A to point B and helping them to find solutions. And if you can't, get on live, then how are you going to help people? How are you going to serve? That's what we do as life coaches. We serve, we help people to feel better. And so we have to really root into our why and our passion and our purpose. And that it has to outweigh the fear. And another thing that I go through my head is, before I'm getting ready to do a really big vulnerable share, like a couple days ago, I wrote a blog post about, is it okay to open up your relationships? I talked about my own open marriage, which was very scary for me to share. And in my head, I said, okay, is this going to hurt more people, or is this going to help more people? And if I can honestly answer and say this is going to help more people, then that helps me to diminish the fear a little bit more and be like, okay, if this is really going to help people, then I want to do this. And maybe there are some negative things that come with it. And my ex got really mad when he saw that post. But at the end of the day, I know that this post helped so many people because so many people reached out to me and said, this is something they've been considering. And they were so glad that someone's actually talking about it. So to me, that was 100% worth it. Okay, tip number 5 is doing the Wonder Woman pose for 2 minutes. So there's a TED Talk by this, and there's actually research that has been done of, if you need to feel more confident, and I highly suggest doing this before you going live, is to take the Wonder Woman pose. So that's where you do hands on the hips like this, and you're standing tall, your shoulders are relaxed, your chin is up, and you hold that for 2 minutes. And as a result, it's going to change your hormones, it's going to change your brain chemistry, and it's going to make you feel better, and it's going to make you feel more confident. So if you're getting ready to do some public speaking, or you're getting ready to have a big conversation with someone in your life or getting ready to go live, I suggest standing in front of the mirror and holding that Wonder Woman pose, or you can also do it with your arms outstretched as well. So either of those two poses are supposed to be very helpful, and I still do it as well, and it does. It makes you feel a lot more confident. And so number 6 is show up anyways. So a lot of times we get really worried about outcomes, and we're like, what if nobody shows up? And that doesn't matter. Because first of all, a lot of people will probably watch the replay. Like, I don't even know if anybody's on live right now. I don't see anyone. And I could be freaked out and worried, oh, nobody likes me. Nobody wants to watch me. I have nothing valuable to say. Or it's that, a lot of people are probably working, and a lot more people will probably watch this on the replay, and I'm still here anyways. I'm still here to show up and share my message. And I show up here every Thursday to do free coaching at this time, whether people come or not, because I 100% believe in what I'm doing and what I'm offering. And I know that people feel that from me, and so people need to feel that from you as well. So I'm going to ask you is, how can you remain unattached from the outcome and just do what you need to do anyways, no matter who comes or who shows up or who comments. So that's another big thing. And then the last one is reward yourself. So, as you're setting new goals and creating new habits, a lot of times the reward step gets skipped. And this is actually the most important part of setting new goals. And the reasoning is because when you accomplish something and then you actually take the time to celebrate and reward yourself, your brain associates that with a positive reaction and says, oh, I want more of that. That felt really good. And so that's what's going to keep you propelling forward. So, don't forget to reward yourself, and don't forget to do this with your clients as well, as, when they're setting goals, is just remind them of how important it is to celebrate yourself and reward yourself. And we just don't really get encouraged to do that very often. So that is my 7 tips on how to conquer the fear of going live on Facebook. I'm sure there's a lot more, and I would love to hear from all of you, live or on the replay, of if this is something do you currently struggle with, or have you struggled with in the past, and what are some helpful tips that you could share with us that helps you to get over this fear. And so, and I would love to have all of you go, you can practice going live in my group, in my Facebook group here. I would love to see your beautiful, shining coaching faces on a live video, sharing some value with us or some cool coaching tips, right? Like, you got to practice somewhere. Why not practice in my group? And going live is just a great thing to add in your coaching business, and to find, everyone's always wondering, like, how do I find more paying coaching clients? I'm actually getting ready to host an online workshop for this in 40 minutes. So if you still haven't registered, you can go to the event section in this group, and we're going to do an online workshop of over 40 ways to find paying coaching clients. And one of the things I'm going to talk about is going live in your Facebook group or on your personal page. I've gotten so many clients from going live now, and it's just a great way for people to get to know you better and see your face, hear your voice, feel your energy. So I hope that was helpful, and thank you so much for being a part of this group. I appreciate all of you. You're incredible coaches, and keep showing up every day and just, serving your clients and the world on a really deep and powerful level. So thank you so much. Bye.